Well, it's the end of May in central Illinois, and the garden is coming along. It's not in max view, but it's in good. The roses are looking beautiful. This is their first bloom explosion for these roses. This is a beautiful one called Sunset Horizon. It's going to be loaded with blooms. This particular rose here is a beautiful one. It's called Delish, and it's certainly a nice pink Delish rose. Roses are coming along. The rest of the garden I'm in the middle of planting, so let's see where we are. Over here is the main garden. We call this the patio garden. I've got some pots that are coming along. This is lantana, this is scaevola, several other pots. The main thing though is the garden, which I planted some zinnias. These are Benary zinnias. Also some short cut and come again zinnia. I'm in the middle of planting, so the garden will be all blooming with annual flowers as we go along. This area receives some initial morning sun, but it's shady most of the day in this area. New Guinea impatiens. They'll work in the sun or the shade. These are vinca. I planted those a week ago, and they'll fill in the area, and so we'll have a nice display of the vinca. They come in many different colors, and they're rabbit resistant, which is what I like. We have hydrangea bushes. You can see this hydrangea has already burst into bloom. Another hydrangea. Mostly along in this garden are the daylilies. They've started to come up. Many of them will bloom over and over again. This particular plant is called a false sunflower. A lot of buds, no blooms yet, but it will bloom all summer long. As we come along in the garden, I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is our cherry tree loaded with cherries. We were out here yesterday picking cherries, and perhaps tonight, this weekend, we'll have a cherry pie. If we get the cherries first and the birds don't get it. This particular bush is a rose of Sharon. It's a type of hibiscus. It'll be loaded with blooms later. You can see the buds are just starting on that. This was a peony that still needs to do some more deadheading. It's gone. All of the flowers are gone from the deadheads. But a peony bush is very nice. In the raised bed here, I've planted some tall marigolds. Over here, black-eyed Susans. They're not coming along as far as I thought. This garden receives sun in the afternoon, but the morning sun, and I think the black-eyed Susan would appreciate more sun for that. Phlox, you can see some bloom on the phlox here. This is a perennial and will come up every year. These hanging baskets I scatter these around. As long as they're kept watered, they do very well and make a nice background. This is a Calabroscia. Let's walk back toward the patio garden. Memorial Day weekend, and I've got a lot of work yet to go. I'm going to put some mulch in here around the zinnias. These were uh, bushes, peony bushes that have gone past, and I've deadheaded those. I've got a small clematis vine that I just planted, and it bloomed out the other day, so we'll see how much that fills in. It's a brand new plant for me. And in this zone, I'm in zone 5B, they really don't survive, this variety does not survive the winter that well. Thank you for your attention. Be sure to hit like, and if you'd like to see more of this kind of backyard flower gardening, please subscribe. Thank you very much. All right, we hope we got something out of that.